Hello everybody, welcome to Carrots Gaming. I'm your host Carrots, today back at again with some more Empire War, playing the amazing mod, Days of Carnage. Now, this is actually a mod that I did a little bit of a preview of, like my first impressions of, just kind of playing around with it, seeing how I liked it. I really enjoyed it, and I said I was going to do a full campaign then, and then I kind of forgot about it. So this is me going back and actually making good on my promise and doing a full campaign on this, which I'm actually really excited about because I'm kind of excited to see where this mod goes, and I'm kind of excited to see what kind of new updates they have because it has actually been a minute since I've played this. So we're trying to just get our fleets together right now really quick before we actually pause and see what our fleets are made up of. Alright, well, it's got a good sized force, I hope. Eh. We're probably gonna lose that. I like to try and hold on to Rayloth just because of principle, but sometimes it's not always possible. What on earth are you? Oh, Venator, nice. Alright, let's get all of our fleets together and then see what we're actually dealing with and what we're working with force-wise. I see this guy up here, which you are a... Looks like you're a recusant destroyer. Okay, I was hoping for Providence, but oh well. Ooh, speaking of Providence, how expensive are you? 10,000? Yeah, probably shouldn't do that. I think, because we're only making 4,000, we should try and focus on economy early on in this playthrough, I feel like. So let's actually figure out what our hold worlds are. Jaeger Miner, are you... are 20% cheaper? Okay, Rendell Star Drive. Okay, so this is definitely one of our fortress worlds. So I think we should dig in... Here, what are you? Command Center fighting galaxy-wide intersections against... yeah, that is an construction. Okay, so this isn't really... Do I have a garrison building? Is that what this is? No, this is infiltrators, training base, that would be basic infantry. Okay, so we don't really have a proper garrison building, I guess. The one that just... I guess this would be our closest one, 2 infantry and 1 tank. I guess it's not terrible. I'll definitely want some more defenses, though, if that's pretty much all we get building-wise. Space-wise, what's our strongest fleet? That's a 7. This is also a 7. Our strongest fleet might be a 7. 3. Okay, no. This would be our strongest fleet probably over here. Where is Mon Cal? We don't have Mon Cala. Interesting. I'm not used to starting a rebel playthrough and not having Mon Cala right off the bat. Okay, let's actually keep this paused. You are commander. You give 25% health. That's pretty good. Ex-Jedi cut herself off from the Force. After years of running and hiding, doing odd jobs, she realized she needed to fight back. She brought herself an old warship from our time back on over the Empire. Well, what do you come with, though? Loadout. Okay, so something that carries a Z95. Maybe another Venator, but I don't... Does it show its ship? It's like a... I guess it's more like a, whatchamacallit, like one of those Carillion destroyers, maybe? Wait, does it say it? I'm just being stupid. It might just straight up say Carillion destroyer. No, old warship. Okay. What do we have on the ground here? You look like a Sith. No, Jedi Knight. To former running an Empire and Sith. Called himself coward. Always had a backup plan to get himself in the situation. Flee. Survivor. Carnage, which is a little less Jedi. Okay. So you have an X-Wing, that's pretty good, and you are a Jedi, so that's also pretty good. So we have 2 former Jedi there. That's just that fleet? Okay. Fleet-wise, we don't have a lot going for us. I think this is actually our strongest fleet, and I wouldn't trust that in combat, so let's actually bolster this up before we get into our first little skirmish. We're gonna need... Okay, how does building ships work? So Dantooine, you have just a base. This deeper troops is possible with rebellion to expand strength, build frigates, and services of its cause. Okay, so that's for frigates. I assume I don't have anything here, but I assume I would build special units. Alright. So this is how we get T-Wings, recursive light destroyers. Ooh. And then I assume this is our frigate cruiser. Yeah. Do we have a capital ship area yet? I don't know if we have a capital shipyards yet. That would actually be Eager Minor, wouldn't it? Rendil shipyards. Maybe we haven't built it up yet? Do we have dreadnoughts anywhere? Where can we build dreadnoughts? Looks like you can build dreadnoughts pretty much anywhere, but... Well, I guess the space station doesn't... This isn't, like, normal, so I can't assume that the space station means that's the level of ship we can build. We should focus on grabbing that, and... to bin gas. Because this is 500, that's 700. Do I see anything weak here I think I can actually take? Eridu might be pretty good, and then we can link up with Solist. Maybe. Do we have a spy unit? We should check. Yes, we do. Let's not build that there. Let's actually build you on Bespin. Let's go on the ground. I want to make sure I hold Bespin, because if this is like most mods, this is going to be a really resource-heavy planet. It always usually is, but it's income facility, yes. Income, income... Do I not have it yet? It's possible I don't have it yet. Okay. I probably have to unlock that with tech, which I see on the ground here. Tech 4. How are we up to 4 already? Great to tech level 4. Interesting. So we must already be starting this pretty late into the war, I guess? If we're already at tech 4 for some reason. Or unless the early techs are just that limited, I guess. We have access to light tanks here, so best bin right now would be our light tank production. Do I have smugglers? Assault battalion. This is like a hero unit though. Right? Or is that just our unit? One of the foremost assault expired luckily to do no, okay, no. We just don't have any troop production yet in this area. So let's have Hoth be our training base. At least in this area. Oh, this is finally done. Let's go spy on Eridu real quick and see if we can snatch that from the Empire. Ooh. Not a lot happening in space. Let's give it a poke. I kind of forget how... if there are, like, defense garrisons in this mod. That's kind of an important thing to note, but I can give it a poke. Hat Ban is an experienced smuggler often aided by his powerful Empire melee, and their skills make them ideal for infiltrating past blockades and are deadly both perils on ground and sky. Okay, so this is kind of hand ban. That's not based off anybody, I don't think. Modified YT 1300. That's not based off of anybody. Definitely not. Aggressive Captain Leo's. Okay, so this is a defense infantry. Why are you in space then? Why can't I build you in space? Modified curling destroyer. Why do you give defense to infantry? Huh? Just if you're in orbit? I guess that's pretty cool. Oh no, you get escorted by 15 rebel soldiers and 4. Okay, so you do both. Interesting, you do both. I wonder how many of the heroes do both. You are... Ooh, Pelta. I love me some Peltas. I feel like we don't see that enough in mods for some reason. Anyway, I actually am going to give this a little bit of a poke. Our first little fight of the thing. If we have to run, that's perfectly fine. I just want to see if it's possible to take this. You just moved that there. Cheater. Okay, let's get into this and see... Ooh. I forgot how good this mod looked. Look at that model. It is very clean. Okay, let's move out. Can we like come up on the side here and attack this thing maybe? This looks like it might be a golem platform of some sort. Well, that one definitely is a golem platform. Let's see if we can avoid... We might have to do just a hit and run here. See what their defenses are looking like and then get the heck out of dodge, probably. I can't imagine this going well for us. Not with such a weak fleet as this. We don't really have a whole lot going on here. There's like 2 escort ships. Okay, sorry, 3. Unless that's artillery. Well, that's a... I thought that was a marauder. That's just an R-41. Okay, so we have 2 escort ships. Yeah, this fight ain't looking good if we actually fight. We're just here to pretty much see what it's like. Voice lines are, for this one, seem to be just default, but I do know that there are some really funny custom voice lines in this mod, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what all of those are. I assume it would be with the hero units. Oi! You got some... Oh! Hi! Interesting! How are you doing? You mind if I just pop this and... I'll get out of your hair, don't worry, man. Oh! Oh, is this gonna be able to leave? Okay. Ooh, interesting. Eridu's pretty well defended. Wait, no, why are you doing that? That's awful. Hang on a second. That's actually the worst thing you could have done. Wait, no. Hang on a second. This entire sector is, like, undefended now. Uh, I might have to break through Eridu still. I may have just forced my own hand into having to break through Eridu. I don't think I actually have a choice. Because I need to be able to get back to there, and there ain't no way in hell I'm breaking through that. That actually looks like it's fully fortified. That looks insane, actually. We should take a peek at that and see what they're doing. At least we can build our own Golem 2 platforms. More powerful than the Golem 1. Golem 2 space platforms are armed space station built with Golem arms, designed to plants, facilities, catered for mobile rays and shielding. Yeah, there's no way I was winning that. Sorry, guys. How do I guess there's no real way to switch between ships and space stations. I guess that's kind of only an awakening of the rebellion thing that I guess I've been spoiled by. We should... Well, here's the thing, is we can also build ships here and then send them here, so... We actually do have a cruiser frigate thing here. So we're not entirely... Nebulon B, escort frigate was 300-meter long. Warship is built by quad drivers. Superior. Okay. Okay, so that seems... I'm trying to find something that would be good at breaking through dreadnoughts. I don't think I can take that early on in this fight. We might have to see if this is better to take or not. Otherwise, we might have to take... Maybe go this way? And then try and loop back? Maybe? I don't know, I definitely just isolated this entire sector. I really hope that they don't have a fleet, which is what I'm rushing to figure out right now. Because if they have a fleet, I'm screwed. Naboo is ours, that's good. Oh, this is where the Duel and Pelta was. Nice. What are we looking at here? Okay, we have no way of reinforcing this. This is an interesting predicament I've got myself in within the first 10 minutes of playing this mod. It should be fine. Our strongest fleet's only isolated from Hoth. Nothing can go wrong there. Let's combine these 2 fleets here, see what we're looking at. Here, this is not terrible. This could win a fight. At least to get us started with this campaign. Maybe. Or maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I don't know. They look really weak. I'm just gonna poke them. These guys look weak. I'm pretty sure I can take them. They're independent faction, I think. So I think that's what the orange means, that they're independent. I could be wrong. Ooh, I like that hyperdrive sound. Alright, we're really close here. Do you? Is that actually a thing, or is that just auto-generated? Like, are they actually powerful and I'm walking into a terrible trap here? I don't know what their range is, because that one golem platform had some crazy-ass range. Okay. What are we looking at here? This is just a level 1 pirate ship. I'm pretty sure we can obliterate this thing. Bring in the fleet. God, that sound is so nice. Already blasting. Ooh, I like the model on this. Okay, let us immediately push forward because I have no idea. Are you a screener? Hang on. I just kind of I'm like just auto going into my Awakening of the Rebellion knowledge, but I'm not. I'm assuming that these are screeners. They're not. They're just a carrier with turbo lasers. Okay. They're mainly a carrier, so I actually don't want you on the front there. What on earth? Okay. I assume these guys are going to be our weaker fighters. History, outdated fighter arm with 2 lasers. Okay. We're going to bolster... Actually, let's just have all of our fighters go into Group 1, and then we can designate their decisions a little bit later. Okay. Start to move in. What's this? Whoa, whoa, console. Wait. Are you an A-Wing? Why are you called a Spearhead? I guess that's what they're technically called, but aren't the Spearhead and A-Wing technically different things? Okay, this is also an A squadron. We have 1 bomber squadron. We need to fix that next time. Oh, I guess we have 2. We need to fix that next time we get into a fight. I'm assuming you don't have necessarily a whole lot of shielding and hull in comparison to, say, a dedicated warship like this. Yeah, about the same, but you have a way better hull. Ooh, look at that thing open up. Very, very pretty effects going on here. I'm loving the laser effects, actually. I remember them being really good when I played last time, but I don't remember them being this good. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't even need to get my bombers involved, but I guess I will. I think we're about to have our first little victory here. Let's actually have you focus down their... Oh, never mind, the shield generator's gone. Oh, no, it's not. I'm really loving the models of these ships. Are there actual turret movements on the Venator? It's very hard to see. I think there actually is. Yeah, look at that. They're straight up as turret movement. That's so cool. I love that mods when the turrets actually move. I know it's not insanely difficult to set up, but it's still a really cool thing to see. We're gonna have our 2 big boys attack this thing, our 2 heavier squadrons attack... Well, I guess we can all just attack. We don't really have anything else going on right now. What is eating this? Oh, we are. That's an enemy. I thought that was our ship. Okay, we're gonna have you go to full power. Let's completely delete this thing. Let's finish this off in cinematic cam. I just love... Whoa! That was really cool! That was actually a really good death animation. What are we shooting at? Oh. Delete this, please. Let's follow the A-Wings in. Look at that model. That is a very pretty model. And we are victorious. That is our first little battle. I don't think we lost anything. We probably lost a fighter or something, but yeah. But I feel like we traded pretty good. What is Morningstar Squadrons? Aren't those speeders? I'm probably very wrong, but aren't the stars? Aren't they speeders? No, I think the Skyhoppers are speeders, and then that's the modified version. Okay, let's get together a quick ground troop for next episode. We're not going to go do the ground invasion in this episode, just because I think I've run out of time. So, anyway, I feel like we're going to have a lot of fun playing this. I'm going to definitely be doing a full campaign of this. I feel like there's not too many planets, so I should be able to do this pretty easily, and it shouldn't take us too long, but I feel like I'm going to have some fun with this. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!